What matters is that right now is right now. We live in the moment. I think that today is a good reminder for me, especially about the importance of living in the present, because I was getting kind of upset at some mistakes I'd made, and I was trying to figure out in great detail about what it meant and what it was telling me about myself. And I think I was just trying to go too in depth about it. And so I read a little quote from my book that I'm reading right now. It's called The Obstacle is the Way. It's by Ryan Holiday. It's a great book. And the first quote that I'm going to be talking about today is, "Our problem is that we are always trying to figure out what things mean, why things are the way that they are, as though the why matters. Emerson put it best, we cannot spend the day in explanation. Don't waste time on false constructs. It doesn't matter whether this is the worst time to be alive or the best, whether you're in a good job or market or a bad one, or that the obstacle you face is intimidating or burdensome. What matters is that right now is right now," because we do live in the moment. And that took me aback a little bit, because I think that when there's an issue, we're always asking, like, why me? And this is just, it's going to ruin my life. And I think we can get down on ourselves quite a bit. And I know personally it's something that I have troubles with as well. And to that, I just said, let go a little bit, you know. Know that things happen for a reason, and that our mistakes actually do shape us. I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason, good and bad. But I've also been working on perspective, trying to look at things without bias, without prejudice, without any of it, just to see things for what they are. To focus on the moment, you know, because you just have to know what is. It's removing yourself from the subject, you know. Why is this happening to me, you know? Like, I think that we need to change that. Why is this happening to me? No, what is this trying to teach me? I think that we can always grab valuable information in all of our mistakes. You can take the trouble you're dealing with and use it as an opportunity to focus on the present, to ignore the totality of your situation and learn to be content with what happens as it happens, to have no way that the future needs to be to confirm your predictions because you didn't make any, to let each moment be a refreshing wiping clear of what came before and what others were hoping would come next. And I love that. This moment is not your life, it's just a moment in your life. Focus on what is in front of you right now. Ignore what it represents or what it means or why it happened to you, because there's plenty else going on to care about. Any of that. And I like that. I think it's a little refreshing, and it puts me at ease a little bit, because when you realize that whatever happens, you can't change it. Kind of wish I could. But I'm happy with why it happened, because it gives me the chance to reflect on it, right? And it gives me the chance to actually reconnect with myself and to sit down and talk about this. Because the truth is, it's never going to be perfect. There's never going to be... Things will never be exactly how you want them to be. So I think we just need to let it happen and actually just try to appreciate it for what it is. And I think that when I was thinking about my mistakes, and as I said, I was pretty upset at myself. Well, I kind of just took a step back and I said, that's okay. We all have these feelings because we're all trying to figure out what everything means all the time, instead of just backing up and saying, it is what it is, right? It is what it is, and I can't change it now. And if you went and fixed everything that ever happened to you, you'd erase yourself, and I truly do believe that. There is no future self to achieve, and there is no past self to overcome. What you have is who you are now, and you have to just let things happen day by day, because you cannot change anything that's happened in the past. But you do control what is happening right now. And even if you don't control exactly what's happening right now, let me change that. You control your opinions, you control your choices, you control your beliefs, and you control what you do next to conquer whatever it is that is in front of you. So I think we have to take a second to just be fully immersed in who we are right now in this present moment, and actually just to start appreciating things around us and appreciating, this happened to me, but I'm going to make the best of it, because that's what I do now. And it takes one day. All it takes is one day. All it takes is one day to build off those good habits. And then you got 2 good days in a row. And you got 3 days in a row. And then, one day's bad. But that's fine. Because what is it trying to teach me? Take things with a grain of salt. Stop trying to think about everything as if it's the end of the world, because it's not. The beautiful thing about the present is that it keeps showing up to give you a second chance. And every moment is right now. Right now, I'm never going to have this time back. The clock that's ticking, that's time that I'm never going to get back. So what I can do is just learn to love it. Learn to be fully here right now. Learn to embrace whatever's coming at me. To try to learn from it. And I think that's all we can do. That's a little rant from today, just on being present and, what to do next, I think. So, be there for yourself, Know that it's trying to teach you something. And that whatever happens is happening for a reason. So embrace it. I'm proud of you. I really am. Keep going.